Hey guys, you're watching Mr. and Mrs. J's 2 Cents here on the vlog channel, and I have some horrible news. We spent an hour recording the Newlywed game with Mr. and Mrs. J, and I had my good friend Barnacles hosting it for us, and the audio got messed up. So we're going to redo it tomorrow. So instead today I figured, well geez, how can we do something fun? You guys decided you wanted more of these personality tests and stuff. And you know, people have been sending me, they're like, that's not a real personality test. So they were sending me like college approved
personality.
Yeah, like 40 question tests that are like very in depth, and I'm like, it's not gonna go well with my channel.
We could do that just for fun, but it wouldn't be a vlog.
We'll do it off the vlog. Yeah, but yeah, I don't want to know that much about me. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna keep it interesting, and we are going to take
Dirty Mind test.
Really, you had to steal my thunder.
I did.
Yeah. Look, guys, I keep an eye on my analytics, and most of the people who follow me over here are adult in nature. So I figure we can do this. And by the way, if you're wondering what my shirt says, it says "Can't stand idiots." Could you please leave the room? No.
Hey,
Oh, great.
You want a divorce, don't you?
Not really. Dating sucks. We're gonna take the dirty mind test. So we'll see who has the dirtier mind between the two of us. Question number 1. You're introduced to 3 new coworkers who happen to be of the opposite sex. Would one of your first thoughts be, which one I most like to have sex with?
Not the first time I meet somebody, jeez.
You've never had that physical attraction that right off the bat you're like, I wouldn't throw this guy out of bed.
Well, of course I have.
Okay,
but
well that's the mindset you need to be in right now to answer these questions.
I don't want to get in trouble.
No, you're not going to get in trouble on camera. Okay, answer it however you would. There's no consequences to the answers to this question. In fact, I may be able to use some of this to my advantage later.
If I felt like I had a physical attraction to the person, then okay, which one am I most likely to have sex with might pop into my head. So okay, we'll go with yes.
Okay, and for me it is no, because I'm faithful in our relationship, and no, of course it's yes. Question number 2. Would you give up a year of your life if you could live out your ultimate sexual fantasy? So you live 1 year less from whatever predetermined date you're going to die to live out that ultimate sexual fantasy. Yes.
Does it actually live up to the fantasy?
I'm assuming that that's the trade-off. You lose a year if you...
Well, because sometimes things don't always, pan out, too.
Sometimes you find out the fantasy isn't exactly as much of a fantasy as you thought it would be either, so...
If it's going to live up to the hype, then of course.
Okay, yes.
If I'm going to be let down, then
yes,
I don't want to give up a year for nothing.
Question number 3. Yeah, especially if you were going to die 13 months from now, huh?
Exactly.
Question number 3. You and your spouse are shopping for mattresses. Do you immediately think about how good the sex will be rather than the sleep? I remember when we bought our memory foam mattress and I was laying on it, my first thought was, hey, this would be interesting. It'd be cool to have sex on a memory foam mattress. But damned if we don't have one of those clinkety-clackety metal rail systems as a bed, because I'm too cheap to go buy a nice wood frame, so you kaboink, 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 kaboink.
Yeah.
We have a 4-year-old. One day I'm waiting for her to ask me if the house is falling apart. When we were shopping for that bed, did you think about how the sex would be? The mattress is quieter. It doesn't go gaboing, gaboing, because there's no springs.
Yes.
So
yes.
Dirty girl. Okay, number 4. You're at a friend's pool party and you see their incredibly gorgeous 17-year-old nephew or niece sunbathing. Do you fantasize about that?
No.
Why did they put 17?
Because
we're going to put no because of the NSA and the... I don't want to meet that guy from MSNBC. I'm Chris...
Oh.
Hansen. I'm Chris Hansen. I don't want to meet Chris Hansen. Okay. You call up your girlfriend or boyfriend and they say they'll call you back because they've just got into the shower. Do you mentally insert yourself in the picture?
Yes.
I don't like taking the shower with you because we have a small shower. But that shower when we were in Vegas would have been awesome. But anyway, I will say though that I do, like when you text me every now and then, you're like, oh, I'm going to get in the shower if I'm out doing something. I do immediately like get a mental image. And usually it's in slow motion. And like there's a big bright light and there's like glisten. Okay, anyway.
And I'm glowing.
Okay.
Awesome.
So yeah, and you do that thing with your hair where it's like
As long as I'm not sparkly like Edward, I'm okay with that.
You want to be a gay vampire in the shower?
No.
Okay. I don't picture you as Edward. Ooh, did you spring a leak? You're about to shoot tea out your nose or water out your nose.
Continue.
We didn't answer the question yet.
I said yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you do imagine yourself in the shower with me? I never ever tell you, like, call you or anything. I'm about to get in the shower. It's just, watch the kid! I need 5 minutes to splash! That's our life.
It's not as sexy anymore.
Okay, number 6. If you were given $1 for every time you thought about sex, every time sex crosses your mind in one day, how much would your wallet have? Well, we now know $30 for you.
But that's not an option. So do I get to round up?
$20, $50, or you need a bigger wallet. What the hell was that? So, $20, $50, or you need a bigger wallet. I need a bigger wallet, to be honest.
Yeah, 12 billion times. Well, do I get to round up? Because my answer's not
Just
there.
pick one.
Let's go with 50.
My God, you're dirty minded.
I don't want to round down.
You don't want to run down. Number 7. You run into a friend's ex at a business convention. You remember hearing how great they were in bed. Ooh. Do you A, mentally undress them, B, think about what you're going to have for lunch, or C, imagine the two of you getting it on in the nearest closet?
Closet.
Wow, you don't even undress them first. Well, I would probably mentally undress. Seriously. I mentally undress people all the time. I have x-ray eyes. A, is it okay to have sexual fantasies about a friend's spouse?
No.
Mental thought is cheating?
A spouse is off limits.
Good
like
answer.
a friend's spouse.
That's a good
That's
answer.
bad.
Number 9. Can you get a massage without thinking about sex? Can you?
Yeah.
For the love of God, I do everything I can to think. Not everything. I swear to God, when I was getting those full body massages, like when we were going to the masseuse, I was like, Roseanne Barr,
Oh.
Rosie O'Donnell. Rosie O'Donnell. I don't want them to be like, okay, flip over.
And then,
I don't want the towel to be elevating and like levitating. I'm serious. I was like, the most embarrassing thing I could think could honestly happen is if you just were like full attention in the middle of your massage.
Well, for us, it wouldn't be as noticeable.
And especially since we didn't have an ugly masseuse either.
No.
Yeah, I swear to God, I was like, oh my God, Rosa. Betty White. And the last question, do you think about sex more than your career? Ooh, that's going to be a hard one for me. Because my career really follows me home with the whole YouTube thing. Doesn't it?
Yeah. It's like a second job now.
Okay, do you think about sex more than your career? I honestly think you do because you hate your job.
Yeah, I do.
I'm gonna say no, honestly, for me. I don't. I don't
No?
think about. I don't Adidas. I don't all day I dream about sex. Okay, so here we go. We are going to tally up our scores. Miss J is, well, it says you're average, but you're 65 out of 100. Although your mind often meanders in the direction of sex, it's not your main preoccupation. You may have particular days where you're feeling more hormonal than others, and perhaps there are certain people or situations that turn your crank and conjure up your dirty thoughts. Who are those people? At other times, getting it on is the last thing on your mind. This is probably a healthy approach. Fantasizing is healthier for any sex life, but if you go overboard for the rest of your life will suffer. How would you get any work done if you were running a constant porno in your head?
Bow, chicka, bow, wow.
I'm a 55. It looks like we have the exact same description.
Same
though.
description.
So you are 10 points hornier than me.
Apparently, I am the dirtier of the minds.
I agree with that. So anyway, I hope this had a little bit of entertainment value to it. Sorry that we were hyping up the Newlywed Game with Mr. and Mrs. J for today, but we're going to bring that to you tomorrow. We're going to redo it tomorrow. So I hope you guys had fun with this. I will see you guys later. Of course, do all that fun stuff. Follow us on Twitter and subscribe and all that, because we like chatting with you guys. And believe it or not, Miss J is actually goes and looks at the comments.
I do?
Maybe one day she'll start her own vlog channel.
I don't know about that.
Why? Is YouTube scary?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about the trolls and the haters or any of that stuff. I've never experienced it. Everyone
Never.
loves me. Everyone loves me.
Of course they do. Why wouldn't they?